Through faith in Jesus Christ, believers are called to reign in life. This means experiencing spiritual victory, where one's inner peace is not shaken by external circumstances. The foundation is Romans 5:17. For if by the trespass of the one man, death reigned through that one man, how much more will those who receive God's abundant provision of grace and of the gift of righteousness reign in life through the one man, Jesus Christ. God desires believers to experience this reigning authority in their present lives. The Apostle Paul is presented as the prime example. Despite being imprisoned, persecuted, and beaten, his spirit remained free and victorious. He prayed, sang hymns, wrote encouraging letters, the prison epistles, and witnessed to emperors. The prison could not imprison his spirit. He reigned over his circumstances. God intends us to be so secure in Christ that no situation can cause despair or steal one's peace and joy. If a person is easily upset by criticism, a bad day at work, or a minor loss, they are not yet fully reigning in life. The devil, the accuser, is a primary obstacle for us to reign in life. The devil's main strategy is not physical attack but spiritual and mental accusation. Creating uncertainty, the devil injects thoughts to create a sense of distance from God. Distracting thoughts, the devil bombards the mind with negative thoughts to pull attention away from enjoying God's presence. Stealing peace, the ultimate aim of all these attacks is to rob the believer of their peace. The power to reign comes not from self-effort, but from receiving what God has provided. Romans 5:17 highlights two key provisions: God's abundant grace and the gift of righteousness. Abundant grace is the overwhelming favor and enabling power of God received through intimate fellowship with Him. By enjoying the Lord and spending time in His presence, one is strengthened from within. The gift of righteousness is being declared right before God because of Christ's work. It means absolutely nothing. No sin or fault separates the believer from God. Enjoying this righteousness means deeply knowing one is fully accepted, completely loved, and forever welcomed by God. This assurance brings tremendous joy, confidence, and freedom. Recognize the source. Understand that condemning, peace-stealing thoughts are from the adversary, not from God.
Stand on the truth. Actively believe, affirm, and enjoy the reality of God's grace and the gift of righteousness.
Put on the armor of God from Ephesians 6, specifically, the shoes of the gospel of peace. This is interpreted as having one's heart established and grounded in the peace that comes from the finished work of Christ. A heart without peace is like walking barefoot on a thorny path, vulnerable. The shoes of gospel peace provide protection and stability for the journey. Persist in faith and enjoyment. Even when attacks come, one must continually choose to feed on God's grace, rejoice in His righteousness, and draw near to Him. This nourishes the spirit and strengthens one's reign.